IELTS स्पीकिंग का एक रूल है कि अच्छा बोलने से पहले IELTS कैंडिडेट को बोलना सीखना चाहिए. What we are doing is we are telling the candidates to be perfect without even making them, without even converting them into real speakers. आप कैसे एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं कि एक IELTS कैंडिडेट हैवी लेक्सिकल रिसोर्स, ग्रामेटिकल रेंज एंड एक्यूरेसी और वोकैबुलरी इस्तेमाल करेगा या कनेक्टेड से इस्तेमाल करेगा जबकि वो अपनी बात कहने में ही सक्षम नहीं है. द कैंडिडेट इज नॉट इवन केपेबल ऑफ एक्सप्रेसिंग हिमसेल्फ और हरसेल्फ. At Insignia Overseas, we make sure that instead of correcting the candidate, instead of telling them how to speak perfectly, we tell them how to speak first. And that's the difference between speaking around us and speaking at Insignia Overseas. We have picked up one of the candidates who is an average speaker, and we believe even simple expression and natural expression can fetch you a 6.5 or 7 band. Let's watch it. My name is Vikas. At Insignia Overseas, we make sure that we make IELTS simple for you. Thank you. This is the speaking test for International English Language Testing System. The candidate is Jatin. The examiner is Vikas Sharma. The examiner number is 193464. And this test is being conducted in Kurukshetra. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
May I know your complete name, please?
My complete name is Jatin.
Jatin, what should I call you during this interview?
Please call me Jatin.
Jatin, where are you from?
Well, actually, I'm from countryside area, but my hometown is Karnal, which is situated in the northern part of my country. And along with this, it is known for its agriculture research.
Well, are you a student or do you work?
Well, I'm a student, and recently I completed my senior secondary with science stream, and nowadays I'm an IELTS aspirant.
Okay. In this first round, I am going to be asking you some personal questions about yourself. So, let's talk about weekends. What do you usually do on the weekends?
Well, it is not fixed. It depends on my moods. But I usually like to play cricket, which is one of my best hobby. Apart from that, I also like to hang out with my friends by going somewhere. Apart from that, I also like to watch movies during my weekends.
Do you like to cook?
Well, most certainly I like, because I'm a huge fan as I'm going to abroad for my high study, and I think it become mandatory for me to cook by myself.
Why?
Because there is no one of my relative in abroad, I think. So I think that's why I need to be prepared for my own food.
What did you do on the last weekend?
Well, I vividly remember that I enjoy a cricket match with my friends. Apart from that, I also go to cinema in order to watch a movie, and I addicted to my smartphone. So usually I browse some internet and play video games with my friends.
Do you usually plan your weekends?
Well, not really. I'm not a huge fan of making plans, but sometimes I make plans whenever I go to somewhere. Like whenever I go to visit somewhere with my family members, then I make plans. Apart from that, whenever I go to some markets and in order to purchase some things, then I make plans.
Do you like to shop?
Well, most certainly I like. It is one of my hobby. I like to go to different market in order to explore the products. Apart from that, I also like virtual shopping because it is too convenient and time saving.
Why?
Because usually whenever we go to market, it consumes lot of time to choose a particular product, and I think it is so expensive in terms of getting a product. But if I talk about online shopping, then it usually gave lots of discount.
Do you like art?
Well, most certainly. Although I'm a science student, but I'm really into arts because it is a great stress buster for me. Apart from that, it gave me chance to rejuvenate myself. I really like to make some paintings and art craft on my daily basis.
Do you usually visit art galleries?
Well, once in a blue moon, because I am an academic student, I have a huge pressure of my study, due to which I barely get time for this activity. Apart from that, I belong to countryside area. There was no any art gallery, so it's very hard for me.
Would you like to be an artist yourself?
Well, not really. I have my own plans and dreams. I want to go abroad for my higher study. And apart from this, I want to become a businessman rather than artist because the success rate in this field is extremely low.
Why?
Because whenever a artist become, there is a cutthroat competition in this field, due to which they need to be do a lot of hard work. And I think art require lots of patience, and I'm an impatient person.
Let's talk about your school. So, where did you go to school?
Well, I go to Pratap Public School, which is situated in my hometown. It's very quiet in terms of its education sector, and it is nearby to my countryside area. I usually travel there by my own bike.
And was it a good school?
Well, most certainly, it is one of the renowned school in my hometown, and it provides lots of amenities in terms of education as well as sport facilities. As I'm a science student, so there are lots of labs in my school, and my school believe in experimental learning.
And did you like your teachers?
Well, obviously, yes, I like because all of them are helpful in nature. Whenever I have some query, I really like to discuss with them. Apart from that, they also encourage me to attend some recreational activities and attend to some competition.
Did you enjoy your schooling?
Well, most certainly, because all of my friends we enjoy together study as well as a recreational activity. It gave me chance to express myself in my school time, and I think study is one of my part. So I like my school.
Well, that's the end of your speaking round one. In the next round, I am going to give you a topic to speak on. You have to speak on this topic for 1 or 2 minutes. You can think about it for a minute, and if you want, you can make notes if you wish to. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Here is your topic. Well, you may start now.
Well, first of all, let me start by saying that as we live in this highly metric society and people are running a rat race, their daily routines are extremely hectic and mechanical, due to which they barely get time for their leisure activities as well as to socialize with their friends and family members. Anyway, talking about myself, although I'm not a exception, I have a huge burden of my academics, but my routine is fixed. And if I have to talk about a routine that I really enjoy, that is none other than doing yoga and meditation on my daily basis. Actually, I introduced this activity in my life during Corona pandemic when the world was hit by a deadly virus. There was a complete lockdown in entire country and people were house arrested. At that time, my school was closed and I got addicted to my smartphone and I followed the sedentary lifestyle, due to which I become a couch potato. And in order to lose my weight, my father recommended me to do yoga and meditation. From that day, I make it my daily routine. Usually, I like to perform this activity at natural places because I'm a nature lover and I really like to be in the lap of nature. Apart from this, my uncle is a fitness trainer who always help me in this activity to perform in a better manner because he always gave me some tips and tricks, and it not only helped me to become physically and mentally fit but also help in terms of my academic because it boosts my concentration power. Beside that, I like to watch some videos on this activity on YouTube and on different sites.
Well, thank you so much. That's the end of your topic. Can I have the paper and pencil back, please? Thank you. Well, Jatin, apart from this daily routine, do you follow any other daily routine?
Well, yes, I follow the routines to make some notes and academics in my daily routine because I'm academic students. It's one of my mandatory part. And beside this, I also like to socialize with my family members because it gave me a chance to resonate myself. And so I think that are the routines.
Okay. And let's talk about children having a daily routine. So, what are the advantages of children having a daily routine?
Well, there could be a bunch of them. The first one could be perhaps punctuality, because if a children have a daily routines at their schools, then I think it need to be organize their things. Apart from that, I think it create a discipline environment at the school places, because a daily routine help the teachers as well as children's to maintain their all lectures at a time. Although I personally believe that the most benefit is in their academic prospect, because when they have daily routines, they know that they need to attend their classes at a time, and it also boosts their concentration power, which beneficial in their exams.
So, what is the difference between the daily routines of people on the weekdays as compared to the weekends?
Well, it's quite hard to generalize. It depends upon person to person and their mindset. But usually, I think it depends on age. If I talk about older people and kids, for them, I think there is not a huge difference between weekdays and weekends,
Why?
because older people are retired from their works, as well as kids have not a huge pressure of their academics. I think weekdays and weekends all about enjoyment for them. However, if I talk about adults and teenagers, then it is critical for them.
Let's talk about the daily routines of people now as compared to the past. So, if we talk about the daily routines of people today, and if we compare them with daily routines of people a couple of years ago, so do you see a difference?
Well, a massive change could be observed. First and foremost, in terms of socialization, because in the past people need to interact by traveling somewhere, but nowadays there are lots of social websites and social sites by which people interact easily.
Why?
Because this is not a convenient way for them, but it is more affordable. And beside that, I think the another benefit could be in terms of their household chores, because in the past technology wasn't that sophisticated and advanced. Things are manual, but in these days all the things are manual and digital, due to which save their lots of time. Although as a matter of fact that I think the main difference could be observed in terms of their recreational activities, because nowadays people are addicted to their smartphones. They are almost addicted to it. They use their mobile phones and electronic gadgets day to night, which has a huge pressure on their daily routine.
What kind of pressure?
There could be bunch of them. The first one could be because when they have to deal with their task, they don't like to be, because they really like to be operate their electronic gadgets at continuous hour.
So, what can the parents do if the screen time of children is higher?
Well, the parents can take numerous steps. The first one could be they can become their role model, because usually children follow the footsteps of their parents. Apart from that, I think by giving them some rewards and prizes, such as taking them out or giving them extra monies, is also a best way in order to reduce their screen time. And beside that, I personally believe that the best way is to indulge them in the recreational activities rather than in screen time, because it not only help them to reduce their screen time, but also keep them physically and mentally well-being.
Well, thank you so much. That's the end of your IELTS speaking test. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.